So I've just now realized that I can actually listen to music while recording because of how my setup works. I'm actually gonna do that today while doing the Ultimate Universe mode. I'm gonna see if it makes the recording better or worse. But welcome back. It is week 3 of September. Hell in a Cell is only 2 videos away. Are you ready? Because I'm not. Why is William Regal there? I'm not upset about it. Just why is he there? What? 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 What is this match? No, genuinely, what the fuck is this? Whatever, man. Anyways, Rey versus Batista with William Regal. We welcome you back live to Monday Night Raw, and Rey Mysterio is opening the show. Apparently getting beat by Ezekiel Jackson means that you get to fight fucking Batista on Raw in the opener the next week. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Whatever. It doesn't really matter if I'm being completely honest. Rey Mysterio is gonna beat the shit out of Batista. I wouldn't be that confident, but he's gonna try, and trying is what matters. And then there's his opponent, Batista. Batista has brought a friend, William Regal. Why are they friends? I got my hands up in the fucking air. I got no idea. No idea at all. And then there's Batista, and he immediately just starts rolling over Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio already getting told to be put in a body bag by the guy that says that. It's only one guy, by the way. I figured I'd just mention that. I don't know why we let him into the building every week. Batista is absolutely being the fuck shit out of Rey, and Rey is not putting up a fight at all. Is this a legit difficulty? Wait a minute. Rey, oh my god, over the steps! What the hell? Batista punching him up, and a spear by Batista. And William Regal is absolutely celebrating. Batista going for a thing, but he gets flipped over by Rey somehow, and then he gets picked up, and wait a minute, that's the Batista bomb! And that's it. Batista wins the match against Rey Mysterio. Bing, bop, boom. Batista beats Rey with William Regal for some reason. Yo, game, if you want to make this a tag team too, I ain't complaining. I probably should complain. It's Batista and William Regal for crying out loud, but no, fuck you, I won't. This moved Batista above Drew and Rey in the world title scene. Welcome you back live on Monday Night Raw, and Kane is coming out here to get another shot at the US title. He lost to Sheamus at SummerSlam. What do you mean he's getting another shot? He lost. At least it's against a different person. Last time it was against Gallows and what, Drew? This time it's against MVP. Oh god, he's gonna win again, isn't he? Is this gonna be the thing at the next, like, 17,000 pay-per-views? Just Kane and Sheamus? Please God, no. And then there's his opponent, Montel Vontavious Porter, one half of the Unified Tag Team Champions. I told you he was gonna come out like this. I told you. It was inevitable. I could just change these. If I don't like them, I could just change them. Shut your fucking mouth! And wait a minute, The Miz wasn't invited to this #1 Contenders match, but apparently he's gonna watch anyway. The Miz, of course, obviously wanting next dibs, and MVP is already having an uphill battle to fight against Kane. This man has been shown to be an absolute monster in the ring when needed, and Kane throwing him out of the ring, looking to send a message with a steel chair. And wait a minute, Mark Henry! And wait a minute, a sidewalk slam! Oh, but Kane's not done. Oh god, it's a choke slam! Choke slam to Mark Henry! And MVP had a sledgehammer, I saw it, but didn't work out quite how he wanted it to. And now another chair by Kane. Oh, Mark Henry on the back end of that one, and he's gone. Oh, but MVP managed to hit Kane with the chair. Wait a minute, Kane. We saw this last match. Oh, on the steps this time. And now he's calling for the choke slam. Oh, God. It's so over for MVP. Wait a minute. Oh! But Kane doesn't care if he's bleeding. He's gonna make it worse. Overwhelming offense for Kane here tonight. And that's a massive sidewalk slam. Going for a choke slam, but MVP turns it into a DDT. Now they're on the concrete, but MVP said no to that. MVP elbow. And Kane caught him. And that's a choke slam almost on the concrete. And that is it. Count it. 1, 2, 3. Kane beats MVP to become the #1 contender for the US title. Oh my god. Even in a one-on-one Falls Count Anywhere match, Kane managed to brutalize 2 people tonight.
Life, finds a way.
How is Sheamus gonna stop him this time? He seems even more unstoppable the last time than the last time. Goddamn. Miz went up from that just because he showed up. Kane is still number 10 though. MVP is now at 6. Mark benefited from that loss. Kane and MVP are now enemies. I understand why. Anyways, it's Jimmy Snuka versus Sheamus. And up next, Jimmy McSuperfly Snuka froze the game. All right, whatever. And Jimmy Superfly Snuka is back out here. Well, he's just out here. And, you know, he's fighting Jimmy. No, he's fighting Sheamus. Getting a shot at the U.S. title, U.S. champion is a good thing, but winning would be even better. Let's see if he can do it. And then there's his opponent, Sheamus, keeping up the idea that he is the winner. What the fuck? I just want to say before I get into the match proper, the game crashed so hard that the trophy data corrupted, and it had to reinstall the trophies for the game. I think that's the funniest thing that's happened in this entire Ultimate Universe mode. And Sheamus, what the fuck? Sheamus is now attacking Justin Gabriel? No, that's next match. He's up next. But Sheamus has a problem at Hell in a Cell, which is Kane. Jimmy Snuka is not an appropriate challenge for that. Sheamus is gonna get fucked up at Hell in a Cell. I honestly kind of hope that one's a Hell in a Cell match. It won't be. I know how these general managers operate. They only give the gimmick of a show to the top guy, the main eventers, which doesn't include tag teams, because tag teams aren't important at all. Sheamus climbed up to the top rope for some reason. What the fuck is that shit? And wait a minute, go for the Irish Curse backbreaker, but launching a little too close to the throat. Jimmy doesn't like that. Now he's getting body slams. Going again for that backbreaker, but it does not work out how you think it would. Oh, over that. The hills, they have eyes. It feels so weird to have music over the game while this is happening, by the way. I'm listening to Eminem while playing a wrestling game. I haven't done that since fucking forever. I mean, I like it, but it's weird. Irish Curse backbreaker to Jimmy Snuka. Wade Barrett? Wait, what the hell is Wade Barrett doing out here? And wait a minute, Sheamus set up directly in the corner. And Sheamus picking up. Again, go for the Irish Curse backbreaker, but Sheamus says, and that's an Irish Curse backbreaker to Jimmy Snuka. And that's a big bro kick. Yeah, that's it. Okay, the match is over. I'm not gonna lie, the only reason I did that is because I genuinely thought Wade was gonna break up the UK. Apparently not. And Sheamus has beaten Jimmy Snuka twice, technically. Anyways, it's Sheamus and Justin Gabriel versus Drew McIntyre, John Cena, and Edge. And we welcome you to the main event of Monday Night Raw, and Shawn Michaels, our WWE champion. I'm not doing this today.
The next day.
And we're back on Monday Night Raw, and Shawn Michaels is out here tonight in a 2-on-3 handicap match. This is new. We haven't seen this ever. Well, probably not ever, but in a long, long time. But tonight is not very good for our Monday Night Raw participants, as they'll be facing Drew McIntyre, John Cena, and the former WWE champion, Edge. Oh my god, if that ain't a star-studded lineup. And Cena's getting another chance to beat a WWE champion. This man is proving himself more and more by the day. And Michaels kind of still has to prove himself as WWE champion, in all honesty. He's not out of his own neck of the woods just yet. But his tag team partner is a bit of a tag whore, Justin Gabriel. Ever since the Nexus split up, he's been going back and forth between different tag partners. Mike Knox, Shelton Benjamin, and now Shawn, the WWE champion. It seems he just can't find a good tag partner to be with, and he really wants to head back after those tag titles. But maybe Shawn will be it. Maybe Justin finally found the one. But he's gonna have tough competition if he wants to prove that, and a part of that competition is none other than Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre has gotta be one interesting son of a bitch. Ever since losing that U.S. title, United Champions, Drew McIntyre has been very clearly pissed. He wants it back. And for Drew, this is a step to get there. He wasn't in the #1 contenders match for the U.S. title tonight, so he looks to make up for that fact by beating the WWE champion and potentially securing a future shot at bragging rights. And then there's his tag team team partner, the man you can't see, John Cena. I was gonna say anymore because this is like the first time Cena's appeared post-retirement, but like, no, that's it. Oh, god damn it. He got pranked backstage again. This happened once before. And then there's their tag team partners, Edge. And you gotta wonder how Edge feels about teaming with someone that's beat him in a different handicap match. You would have to assume that it's not really that bad. Not really, or else it would be a bit more of a problem for him. I kind of just feel like it's not a problem for Edge. He's chill. And Drew McIntyre taking Shawn's head off at the first opportunity he can get. Try to prove that he can take down the champion any day of the week. And that week is this week. And he's just proven it by clobbering the man. Drew is trying a more strike-based offensive, featuring his own little sprawling repertoire of grapples that he'll throw in there. Justin is telling Drew to fuck off or he will hit him. Not sure if it's the smartest strategy. Wait a minute. Shawn was going for something. Drew adding on a little bit of extra punishment before the thing happens is like Drew, but the flat, he cannot hit the fucking flat line. Wait a minute, Drew. Drop down again. And a massive hip toss, but Shawn gets back up immediately. I guess it wasn't as massive as we thought. That's a kip up, and Drew rolls out of the ring. And he takes Justin off the apron and chop blocks Shawn. Okay. Wait a minute, Shawn kipped up, but mid-knee he kipped up. The ref got hit by that punch. Now trying to make Justin pay. And wait a minute, he's going for the future shock on Justin? What the hell is Drew thinking? And wait a minute, he does it again, and this time he's successful. Future shock onto Justin. And now tagging in Cena. Justin has seen better days. He'll be out of commission for the next few seconds. And Cena, I just noticed wearing this new pink and white attire. I like it. It's not quite Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so I'm not going to say that it is that. But hey, why should we limit our awareness of something to just 1 month? Remember to check for breast cancer. 5-knuckle shuffle. And now Cena picking up Shawn. But Shawn, execution right in front of that. And now Cena picking him up. Shawn, wait a minute. Hey, Justin's off the ropes. But wait a minute. He picked Shawn back up. He tagged in and... well, that ruined everything. He wants to keep the punishment going. And now in comes Edge. But he's out! And now it's gonna be up to the former WWE champion to knock some sense into Justin Gabriel. The man has already been future shocked in this match. He knows what the future is. Now it's time to see what the past has in store for him. And he is getting his ass kicked. And that's an execution straight to Justin Gabriel. And a spin. No, turning into a hip toss. And wait! Spear! Spear! He hit the spear! Cena's in the ring, but Drew... and it works! Cena and Drew took Shawn out the apron, and McIntyre, Cena, and Edge all beat Shawn and Justin Gabriel. That took a minute. No, literally, it took 10 minutes to do that. What the fuck? And the McIntyre and the Cena, that's Edge. Fuck, they all won against the WWE champion. But none of them pinned the world champ, which makes this loss a little less functional. I'm waiting for it to make something out of nothing. Shawn and Drew are now worse enemies. Let's move on to Superstars. Michelle versus Brie, and Matt versus Charlotte. This sucks. And welcome to Thursday Night Superstars, and up first is Mike Knox, and he is gonna try again in a triple threat match. He's been the triple threat technician these last few weeks, and generally has been in all of them with Terry Funk and usually Justin Gabriel or something. Chad Gaspard. Tonight though, Lex Luger's added to the mix, and then Common Luger, Lex Luger, wearing that classic white, yellow, and black. It is a really good design. Ignore the fact that this outfit is supposed to be based off the American flag with all the stars on it, and you get one of my best designed attires. And then there's their opponents, Terry Funk, the master of extreme, is trying to take his extremity up a notch. His goal in this match is to put someone through an announce table. All right, sure, whatever, Terry. Go off, King. I ain't gonna stop you. And Lex Luger just Oh! Both of them are down. And now he's going after Mike Knox first. Lex Luger is going to try and bum rush the duo to make sure that they don't get anything off, including this pickup. But Mike Knox turns it around instantly. And Mike Knox is trying to end the match prematurely here, but it's a rope break, and it gets broken up by Terry Funk. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why is there just a red spot on the back of Terry Funk? That's blood. He's bleeding. God damn it. And that was a match. What the fuck? I mean, I'll take it. Oh, wait! What a maneuver! Luger really showing his dominance over this, too. What the fuck was that? Biggest boot. Clothesline to Terry Funk. Power slam to Mike Knox. Terry Funk is fighting back. Luger has just been going for the torture rack, but it doesn't really work like that. Swinging neck breaker and now having to take down Terry Funk. Funk just won't go down. Am I playing on Legend difficulty? I'm gonna check the difficulty after this, because I genuinely think I may actually not be. What the fuck? Oh, and this match has been back and forth, but I don't really have much to say on it, if I'm gonna be honest. And a boom! And wait a minute, Luger's locked in the torture rack, but Terry Funk is right there. Unless Mike Knox taps out right now, it's no. And now the double DDT is just gonna have to be what Luger settles for. And now whoa! Luger has just busted open the Master of Extreme. And a bop! And now Luger, wait a minute, what's this? A pile driver! I didn't even know he could do that! But Mike Knox ruined it! Mike Knox ruined everything. Luger's so pissed. He's just gonna go to town on Mike Knox for a second here. He threw Terry Funk out specifically so that he could attack Mike Knox for his sins. But Mike Knox fights back! And now teaming up with Mike Knox anyways, despite his better judgment. And clothesline. Okay. And clothesline! And now Terry Funk is locked in the rack attack! And everyone wants Funk to win. Terry Funk got out of it. What the hell is Luger gonna have to do to win this match? He woke Funk up just to give him that. Wait a minute. The rack attack is locked in unless Mike Knox hovers over the ropes. Luger's got him locked in tight. And Mike Knox taps out. Terry Funk, obviously a little bit more submission expertise than Luger thought, but Luger still wins at the end of the day. And now even shaking the hands of Terry Funk, but him not getting pinned or submitted means that Terry Funk walks away this time. That's upsetting, but it's always upsetting when this happens.
This always happens.
Mike Knox and Terry Funk are enemies. And then it's Michelle versus Brie. Fuck. Can I just skip this one? You know what? I am. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, no, it is on Legend difficulty. It's just being a cuck about it. Anyways, it's Matt Hardy versus Chavo, because this is what we want to see on Superstars. We welcome you back to Thursday Night Superstars, and in our main event, we got Matt Hardy! Man, ever since he joined I just realized he joined the Akron Collective and he doesn't have on the fit composition that they do at all. I guess he just hasn't felt like he needed to fit in quite yet with his attire designs, but maybe he'll fix that soon enough. Maybe after they win at Hell in a Cell. Who knows? And then you have his opponent, Chavo Guerrero. This man has appeared only a handful of times in the past few months, and this is now one of them. The main event of Superstars. It's better than not the main event of anything. And Matt Hardy with a massive clothesline. Talking about the history between these two, they have been in the company for a decently long amount of time each. Matt Hardy has been here since the 90s, and Chavo joined up with the merger of AWA, actually. By the way, for those lore heads, I do know those are technically the same thing. In this universe, they are two separate things. Just so that WCW still has its equivalent, that makes sense. The AWA just never changed their name, so WWE's equivalent in this universe, which is called WCW, until it got changed to WWE for just namesake sense, is WCW. Does that make sense? Fuck no. Nothing about this lore makes sense. It was made up years ago. And Chavo Guerrero is... I was literally just talking about the veterancy. Why did I move off topic? Matt has been here since 90... No, wait, we already talked about Matt. Matt is just hitting him with the same shit, different toilet. And now Matt Hardy setting up for the massive leg drop. And it worked. I didn't think it would, honestly. And adding in that extra arm hit with the side slam. I think it's genuinely called the side slam in this game. Matt Hardy going for the twist of fate, but no. Part 2, twist of fate time. But no, Chavo takes it off him again. A third attempt. Nothing. My God. How hard is this fucking finish to hit? Matt is going for the announce table. He was trying to bait Chavo out, but Chavo did the same fucking thing. So, you know, is it really bait if you two are debating each other? Because that's now just, oh my God, that's just what happens. Chavo is trying to get back in this one. Is it too late?
Yes.
And now back again, go for the side slam. Can we get a twist of fate? Nothing. No. Wait a minute, roll up by Matt Hardy. Hold on, is that the end of it? His foot is in the ropes. This should... Oh, come on. And he got rid of my finish, you fucking asshole. Matt is trying everything. And a bulldog is... What, he landside? What the fuck? Chavo gets hit with another side slam, but is that gonna cause him to get hit with this fucking twist of fate? Yes! And bop! And that already goes for the pin, barely out of the way of Chavo being in the ropes. And winner, winner, chicken fucking dinner. I've never said that before. Why did I say that now? Matt beats Chavo, and it took so many attempts. But whatever. At least we're off of superstars. Matt went above Drew because of that. The Rock Primo. Okay? Big Show David? What the fuck? It is Friday Night SmackDown, and The Rock is out here tonight. Last week, he officially entered the top 10 wrestlers on the brand, and tonight he claims to take his spot for good by beating the Intercontinental Champion one-on-one? Hell yeah! Let's get this guy a match. And then Primo, the Intercontinental Champion, is gonna come in to break the hopes and dreams of everybody. This is his first match after being dumped. I can't even say it seriously. After being dumped by Ted DiBiase. So, a lot of people are wondering if he's gonna fall out of favor because of that. I guess time will tell. And The Rock with a... Oh, wait, Primo with a roll-up instead, and it's an immediate kick out. It's not gonna be that easy to take down Rocky. Rock is hard to beat. If we're being completely honest, it is gonna be hard for Primo to beat The Rock, but I'm sure Primo's ready for that journey. And Rock is just missing. And then the final hit, he gets put into another roll-up. Wait a minute. Rock is in the got him in the sharpshooter? Brett's finish? What? Is this even gonna work? No way this works. Yeah, Primo gets out of that one. Nice try, Rock. Wait a minute, though. Rock immediately hits the Rock bottom. It was a mix-up to catch Primo off guard, and it worked. 1, 2... That's it. Rock beats Primo. Clean. No bells, no whistles. I can't believe it. Rock may have just secured his spot to fight Primo at Survivor Series bragging rights sometime in the near future. There's no way they didn't put him up to, like, at least top 5. Because he's 8 before. Beating the champ has got to do something. That moved Primo below Swagger. And that moved The Rock above Big Show, and that's it. Okay, whatever. What do I know? What the fuck do I know about The Rock beating the champ and not going up one slot? Well, fuck me. Anyways, it's Tyson Kidd versus Zack Ryder. And we are back live on Friday Night SmackDown, and Tyson Kidd, this is his first match after announcing on Wednesday that he was no longer going to be teaming with David. This wasn't because of a disdain. This is just because they knew they were bad for each other, and Tyson is now focusing on a singles career while Brett and British take the tag scene. I'm all for it. Do anything to make the tag scene more interesting. And then there's his opponent, Zack Ryder, and Zack Ryder has been on a bit of a rampage as of late, so I'm not sure if this is going to end up with Zack Ryder doing anything of note, but it'll be interesting to see for sure. And then Zack, ooh, the clothesline. Elbow drop, though. I was gonna say with the unpadded elbow, but both of his elbows are padded, so what the fuck do I know? And again with that neck breaker on the knee. Why does he do that so much? Why does he do that so much? I don't know, dude. You're the one controlling the character. How about you fucking figure it out? Tyson getting got, but Tyson gets him instead. Wait a minute, Zack Ryder with a roll-up on Tyson. Perfectly sandwiched to where it's just in the corner. And barely not a 2 either. But wait, Zack Ryder taking this opportunity, turning it into that reverse. I don't think it's a reverse anything. I think it's its own thing. And Zack Ryder trying to take advantage of the situation, but Tyson turned into it, and thus he knew. But again, Tyson's willingness to taunt is what's costing him right now. Every match this episode has to have at least one false finish. This is the 2K19 of SVR 2011 videos. Every match has a false finish. You will never get a pinfall in the first attempt in that game with base sliders. Wait a minute, Zack Ryder with a roll-up on Tyson Kidd. It better win. There's been so many roll-ups recently where they just don't. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, that's the ref taken out. And that's a sledgehammer shot. And that's another. The ref has got it. Wait. Oh, God. No, there's a leg. Never mind. Tyson took the brunt of it. Oh, and before Zack could get the move off, the ref was going to take the sledgehammer out of the ring. Perfect scouting by our referee. Trying to make sure the rules don't get broken. Zack just hit the fucking move. I should be blaming Tyson, but like, goddamn. And there we go. Zack Ryder. The massive reverse. The reverse. So I'll figure it out. And Zack Ryder, he's hitting the Zack. God. Ha! And that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 3. Zack Ryder beats Tyson Kidd. And Zack Ryder wins. Who would have guessed? Zack went above Evan because of that. I like that. And then there's Jericho Taker. And up next, Taker faces Jericho in a submission match. And I'm starting to get shades of that one Iron Man match. Taker ain't the best at submissions, but he damn sure ain't the worst. Jericho's pretty good at submissions too. I mean, he's got the walls. I think I know what's gonna happen in this match though. And then there's his opponent, the Undertaker. Ever since Taker lost the belt and Druid got fired, Taker's been a little bit off his game. Not too much, just a little bit. I think the lack of his moral support in one of his Druids getting fired for being bad at wrestling is making Taker reconsider his friendships that he had all the time. And there's a lot weighing on his mind. But why does a dead man care? And Taker with a nope. Jericho immediately gets folded. An uphill battle once again for Jericho, as Taker has proven in the past that he can beat his ass, especially with that Iron Man match. Jericho is now trying to prove that the opposite is the case, that Jericho can go with Taker. And that's not going to be something that's very easy to actually prove with Jericho. Because again, Jericho is one of those people that just needs time to figure out strategies. You know how Batman could be any character? Prep time is like a meme because, you know, prep time is so insignificant and unambiguously something that doesn't fucking matter, that it's just funny at this point. Yeah, that's Jericho. If you give him enough time, he could probably beat the entire SmackDown roster. But it doesn't fucking matter since you find out who your opponents are the night of. Sometimes it's weeks in advance, but that's for title matches and shit. Taker getting thrown by Jericho. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Wait a minute, Jericho right into the table, and he's back up instantly. But that was a part of his plan. But this was? No, it was not. No, it was fucking not. The bruising on the back of Jericho is definitely getting bigger and bigger as the match goes on. Oh, and Taker is just reversing everything. Jericho is gonna have to use both announce tables to his advantage. He doesn't have another option. How is Jericho gonna fight back against Taker? Ever? How do you do that? Oh, come on. The back suplex. It could have gone so hard. Jericho's finally getting through to the dead man, but he dies set up. Jericho has to slow this match down. He has to. There's nothing about this match for Jericho that needs to be fast. And another suplex. Oh, another suplex. Oh, another one. And now Jericho is trying everything in the book of wrestling to get this man to stay down for just 2 or 3 or a couple dozen seconds. I don't understand what Jericho's game plan is going into this match. I mean, how are you gonna beat the dead? I'll bite my tongue. And wait a minute, walls! Jericho's got him in the walls! Is this enough? Is it enough? Oh, ancient technique strats of pulling out the palm. I did nothing. He got out of the walls fucking instantly. Wait a minute, that's the code breaker! And a single leg Boston Crab, somehow there are still rope breaks. And he just got out of it. Jericho, it looks bleak. And he's using, oh, come on. It's gonna be a while before Jericho can mount proper offense against Taker. Wait a minute, Jericho, throw the announce table. Still got it, wait. Jericho with a massive drop. The Guster of the Buster splash straight to Jericho. The more damage that Jericho could do to the body or the legs of Taker, the better. Pulling everything back, focusing on the arms for just a second here, so that when he starts focusing on the legs again, it'll hurt even worse. Not a lot of areas for Taker to go. And he still gets out of it pretty much fucking instantly. And the Jay caught the arm, but it did nothing. The game just hard crashed.
I think we all know where this is going, so let's just skip to the end.
Yep, there it goes. Jericho disqualified. Taker wins. That made them enemies again. That didn't do anything for Jericho because he's already the #1 contender. And it didn't do anything for either of them because they're not in the IC title scene. Anyways, it's Big Show Otunga. And then there's his opponent. His opponent? What? Big Show! Big Show, our World Heavyweight Champion, is getting given an essentially night off tonight as he faces David Otunga. I don't see a problem with this. But David Otunga, this is probably his biggest challenge yet. I mean, outside of The Rock. They're on the same show again, but they're not fighting. David's got to be upset about that one. If I was David Otunga and I was on the same show after last week, Rock was on Superstars, I wasn't. Now we're both on SmackDown. We're not fighting. You know what? I'm getting mad just thinking about it. Let's just move on. And Big Show, okay. Yeah, in case you're wondering, Big Show is beating David's ass. So the audio learners. This is what you consider a beat? Don't. Not quite. David definitely isn't going down without a fight, but, you know, he's not gonna put up much of one either for Big Show. He's at the back of that massive throw. Oh, wait, throwing him. Oh, but Big Show caught the ropes. But David caught him in a suplex. How did he even suplex the Big Show? Did he hit the ref? What? What did he think the ref was doing? Power slam by David, okay. And someone called for a body bag, apparently gave Big Show the strength to kick out of that pin. Did it actually? No. What the hell? The elbow sent him out of the ring? Spear! Big punch? That's a big punch! And now Big Show is beating David Otunga 1 and 2 and 3. Lights out, David. That is it for Friday Night SmackDown. And that is it for this episode of the Ultimate Universe mode. In case you're wondering, even with the music, it's about the same. Okay, this is my punishment for getting rid of the fucking... What the fuck ever, dude. This match is just gonna be another one. Alright, whatever. Big Show is gonna have to defeat David again, despite the dominance in a submission match. David now being worked double duty for the first time. I'm sure he's not happy about it. Big Show has done this a couple times. Big Show even waited for the ref to get out of the goddamn way this time before just clutching David and yeeting him across the ring. And there's no countouts in this submission match, so Big Show is gonna go wherever he wants. Power slam. No pin available off of that. David now throwing Big Show inside the ring because admittedly, not even David wants to mess with the Big Show outside the ring. Big Show turning David around just to hit him with a goddamn spear. But David gets back up off of that. But it doesn't matter because he still falls straight into the hands of Big Show for a punch. Oh, David's a feisty. What the fuck? And now just trying to stretch out his entire body. Surely that's it, right? No, David's not done yet. The resiliency of David Otunga is obviously larger than we thought. And another spear! Are we sure? And now Big Show set it straight up for a punch? Okay, surely now that's it, right? There we go, okay. Big Show beats David again. Now it's the end. Now I can talk about the music. Cool. Big Show beats David. The music didn't really change anything except for maybe make my mood a little bit better during the crash segments. That's it. See you next time.